Okay, starting up again, continuing from where we left off in the Long Dark. We should be back in the farmhouse unless something went horribly wrong with the save. And we are. Our quest right now is to go and forge ourselves some basic tools. So we've got 2 arrowheads from looting on the way up to the gold
I'm gonna
mine.
have to leave something behind.
So we need to make ourselves some make yourself a knife, an axe, and we need to make a few more arrowheads because, well, I need to make myself some more arrowheads because I'm a fairly poor shot, to be fair. So it'd be useful to have more than 1 or 2 shots per thing we're shooting at. Before we set out, because it's dark and probably cold outside, we probably want to sort the inventory a bit so we're not running into the lot. I probably don't need this much cloth. Let's leave some cloth here. We may want it later, but we don't need it right now. Similar sort of thing with the flares. We don't need this many flares. Crafting-wise, I don't need this many sewing kits. Actually, thinking about it, let's grab a couple more of those cloths. We will need some cloths for the weapon, or the tool making. Let me find them quickly. Check how many we need. Improvised hatchet is 1. Okay, yeah. So I grabbed 2 extra. That should be fine. Food-wise, do we want to bring that many pinnacle peaches? We will bring that many peaches because we can cook a bunch of food with that. This is good. We probably don't need to bring the back of earmuffs. Still a little heavier than I would like to be. Where's all the weight coming from? Yeah, that food tab's getting a bit heavy. Let's leave some water behind. We don't need 4 liters of water on us. There we go. That's around where we want to be. If anything, we might still want to be a little bit lighter. What we're going to do to get lighter is when we get to the forge, we'll leave the hammer at the forge. Oh, I also don't need the whetstones. And let's update the note from here. Oh, I didn't even leave myself a note, but okay. So it's day 14. Day 14. Farmstead has cured deer pelt and 2 guts. Okay. So I think with that, we are probably, well, I'm good to start heading off in pursuit of making us some tools. So I'll leave the farmhouse. So going forward, I'm going to try to keep 1 episode of Long Dark going at 6 p.m. until the unfortunate character death happens, which may eventually happen. Assuming I can record enough every week to have 1 episode every night. So I think at this point I'm recording this on a Sunday night, and this should be the first one the following Saturday. So this should be the 6 p.m. Saturday. Is that a deer or a wolf in the distance? Looks like a deer. So that means we've got a safe approach to where we're heading. I'm heading in the right direction. This is actually, for Pleasant Valley, this is surprisingly warm this early in the morning. Means we'll make good time. So if you like this Long Dark content and have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment asking what the question is, so I can try to answer it. The moment the long dark content is going, well, the recording is going well. I don't necessarily know how people are liking it as far as viewing it is concerned. I think it's getting a little better time retention than Path of Exile stuff. Though, one of the Path of Exile videos, I think because of YouTube being dumb and recommending it as Path of Exile 2 stuff, got a lot of views, sort of inappropriately, so that's maybe not helping the Path of Exile stuff. Okay, so it's gotten a little colder, so we'll have to get a little bit more forward in getting to where we're going. We'll probably stop at the radio tower to warm up. But I think for this part, I'm going to at least try to get to the dam, to and through the dam. Whether or not I go any farther in Mystery Lake after that, depends on how long it takes to get to the dam. I'm going to try to keep these somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, but have them at sort of reasonable start-stop locations. Memory serves, that's a cave where the bear can spawn. So I'm going to... Or is that the cave where the bear can spawn? One of the two. Oh, no, that's the rope, that's the cave. Okay, so we could go up the rope if I drop some stuff off. And actually, it's gotten suddenly a lot colder, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop some stuff to get low enough to go up the rope. And then I'm going to go up the rope. It's more fatigue and calorie efficient to take the long way up by going out and around. But it's a little faster to go up the rope. And there's a decent possibility that I will decide to sleep for some period of time in the radio tower to warm up. So I'm not worried about burning the fatigue. If I'm going to sleep that time, want to pass that time anyway, then I'm not too worried about burning the fatigue.
Cold.
Our character here, Will, complaining about the cold. Which I feel him. He's... When it's like 3 echelon cold here. Even in his best clothes right now, so... He has reason to be cold. Wondering for a bit because I was looking here and couldn't see the fence. Had I made the wrong turn to get up to the radio tower? And I hadn't. Just a little bit farther around the corner than I was expecting. So we're up at Signal Hill. I heard breathing. It didn't sound like my character's breathing. I was like, oh dear, was that the bear? Maybe it is the bear. Maybe the bear is off in the distance nearby. Okay, so we're going to duck in here. I'm going to go ahead and sleep to warm back up. And also try to get the day to be a little warmer. Oh, we finished the pancake coffee already, okay. Do I want to drink a tea? No. I'll just drink water. And take a quick nap to warm up. Taking 2 hours should be fine. Won't get as much fatigue back that way, but I don't need to worry about burning as many calories. So it's starting to brighten up, but it's still pretty early in the morning, so it's still... Sorry. Do a quick check to see if I left anything behind using the better light source that I have now. Obviously I left the car battery behind because I didn't want it. Could be something in the cardboard box, but I'm going to spend the character energy to gather it. Small arms book is fine there. Okay, so nothing here. Off we go. So, hopefully we can make it to... Okay, so it has warmed up a bit. It went from 3 echelon cold to 2 echelon cold. Let's see if I can at least make it to the cave without taking any damage. You have to be a little careful because between here and the cave there's sometimes a wolf or two. And we still don't have a bow to turn the wolves into lunchboxes. Ooh, here, a ptarmigan. Maple sapling we don't need. I feel like in the low light conditions here I have missed my landmark. Okay, I think that's my landmark over there. Bunny. Yeah, I think we're roughly where I think I am. Because there's a bunny spawn right outside the cave I'm thinking of taking a short head stick into. Before going over to the transition cave into the dam crevasse. The lower dam area. Okay, that is uncomfortably close. So we are lighting a torch just in time for the wolf gets danger close and telling it to get. Oops. I throw my stone at the ground next to my torch. Oh, I was thinking that was the cave, so I am not where I think I am. Oh, that's a cave. Okay, I'm pretty close to where... No, that's not a cave. I am definitely not where I think I am. Okay.
Cold is making
This
my
may...
head feel thick.
Now I'm seeing caves everywhere. I'm definitely lost. Well, you get to see me unlose myself. Gathering some more reishi mushrooms for the potential emergency situation where I get parasites later. They're also a decent way to get cooking experience, which is a way to avoid getting parasites. Okay, I know which cave this is. This is not the cave I wanted to go to, but let's see if we get an idea of where it is, where we are. I haven't been in this cave, so we're gonna duck in, see if we can find anything of value in here. Found a book that we won't take. Nothing in the backpack. There is some wood, but I don't need the wood. It would just make me smaller, or make me slower at traveling. So off we go again. It is starting to brighten up, and if I know where I am, then we can go along this ravine, sort of valley, go along this valley. The way up to the cave I'm thinking of should be on the right side. And as we approach it, we should see on the left side that there should be a hunter blind, if I am where I think I am. We're taking a little bit of condition damage here, which is not necessarily ideal. Had I pathed correctly, we probably would be in the cave already and not taking the damage. A little bit of music picking up. So as one advantage of walking around with the torch is it slowly lightens your load of torches. So, if I'm in the right place, this should be the way over to the cave. And yeah, so there's the cave. We have a good eyesight. You should probably be able to see a hunter blind roughly over there. But I missed on the way over here. So we made it to the transition cave. Didn't quite go the route I wanted to, but it was fine in the end. We just took a little bit of extra condition damage going the long way. As we walk through here, we're going to be on the lookout for a renewable coal. We've already used this match to light this torch, so I'm going to basically make use of torch power instead of lantern power. But had I arrived here as I'd planned and not had to light a torch, then I would have been going through here on lantern instead. So there'll be a little bit more tedium of swapping torches as we go along. Would have been otherwise. Oh, I went down the wrong side. Pick up a couple of coal. We're also getting 3 echelon warming in here because our clothes is good and it's decently warm in this cave. So as long as we take it slow enough, we should exit with full warmth. So we're not necessarily in a rush to get through here. It's just a means to an end to us. I know this is a dead end, but sometimes there's some loot down this side.
I might have to drop some gear.
Nothing in that backpack. Might stop and make a campfire to do some cooking. Because my character is getting a little hungry. And the stuff that's worth eating in my inventory, well, what I should eat in the inventory, needs to be cooked to be consumed. Well, I suppose the other alternative, which now that I'm thinking about it, I might go with the other alternative, is there's a rabbit patch nearby, so I might go rabbit hunting. And at the end of the rabbit hunt, I'll make pancakes if the character's not full then. The character probably won't be full then, to be fair, because we'd be harvesting the rabbit with a hacksaw, so that's not going to be the most efficient harvest, calorie-wise. The most efficient most efficient rabbit harvest is probably done with the knife, mostly.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Which is why we're gonna go make a knife. We're gonna go make a knife. We're gonna go make a hatchet. Hatchet's good for trees. Knife is good for animals. Hacksaw is good for frozen animals. So if you're not actively hunting your animals, you're finding the respawn deer carcasses. Hunting or gathering them with a hacksaw makes a lot of sense. But if you reach the point in the game when you're making your own corpses are probably better to harvest with a knife. I think also quartering the corpse is faster with well, it's either faster with a hacksaw or it's faster with a hatchet. So depending on what you're trying to do with the corpse, it might make sense to swap tools. So I think that one's human. Human corpse that the crows are circling over right now.
My fingers feel numb.
Not in any immediate rush, because it's farmed up enough that we're down at -1, or at 1 echelon down cold. But because we've already lost so much warmth, we probably still do want to warm up before we make the rest of the trip up to the dam. The dam's down there. As you can see, there's one of the rabbits. So this cave over here is conveniently right behind a rabbit spawn. Don't think I searched it on the way out. I'll do a quick search of it, and then we'll set up a fire and catch these rabbits. There's likely to be 2 rabbits here, because I haven't hunted it yet. %75% chance of success. So mean probability, well, the mean number of fires that start will be, well,
that didn't work.
less than 2 technically, I suppose. Okay, I'll have to swap torches if this fire doesn't start this time.
Come on.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
We'll have to switch torches. As our character Will here complains about the odds of not lighting a 3/4 probability of light on the second attempt. Not on the 4th attempt, not on the 3rd attempt either.
Come on. Are you serious?
On the 4th attempt. Oh, we're having a real struggle trying to get this fire started. And this is with fairly high fire starting probability too. 75% is pretty decent.
Come on.
There we go.
Fire's life out here.
We got a bunch of coal, so I'm going to toss coal on the fire. I'm going to disassemble this torch while we wait, just to get some warmth with us. While I'm out hunting rabbits, I'll get some water going. Now we're going to go rabbit hunt. So we know there is one. I don't know if there's a second one. Probably a second one. Usually there's 2 rabbits in a rabbit spawn. So there's number 1.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Hopping away from us. I'm getting a phone call, so the video will have to stop. Or I'll have to do a stitch. Be right back. Okay, sorry about the sort of stitch in the middle there. Got a phone call while in the middle of recording.
Too much stuff to carry.
We've got 1 rabbit. There's probably a second rabbit around here. I'm going to take a moment to warm up next to the fire. And maybe eat a cattail or 2 to not run out of calories while processing the rabbit, or rabbits, if I can find the second one.
Damn. I'm freezing.
Yeah, that's probably enough to go find that second rabbit without taking any condition damage. There's a small chance I won't find a second rabbit, which would be pretty uncommon, though there are some wolves nearby, so it's possible that the rabbit got by a wolf on the last time through, when I came the other way through here, and hasn't respawned since. That's a possibility. So we hear the wolves off in the distance. I haven't seen that rabbit, so my suspicion at this point is that it's not there.
Just gonna lay down for a bit.
I heard something walking from over. The walking thing might be a rabbit. Oh, there's the rabbit. Just about giving up on you, rabbit.
Too heavy.
Okay, now to go process some rabbit. Both to eat and to have some rabbit parts for crafting later. That's on 1 rabbit. The other one will take a little bit longer because it's actually a proper piece of rabbit. Quickly down the small piece. We'll use our tool here to get the rabbit, or to get the meat part of the rabbit out of the second one.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
25 minutes, 9. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to harvest it until this one's done, otherwise I'll burn my rabbit, and we don't want to do that. Torches are fine. We can throw some more fuel in the fire. Well, we'll do it mostly in sticks, so I need to add about an hour to finish harvesting.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Let's, yeah, okay. Drink some birch bark tea to get some more condition back. And we'll eat the other rabbit. We're going to be here for about 2 hours harvesting those. Do I have enough time to cook a pancake? Pork burns. No, so we're going to have to hold off on cooking those pancakes. At least for the moment. So it's an hour to harvest and 250 cal. 30 minutes to harvest and 125 cal, or I can do it by hand. Okay. Okay, guts with the tool and with the hide. Here's the way to minimize the calorie consumption and the in-game time used. A little bit more out-of-game time probably, but we can roll with that. That'll be fine. Oop, taking a little bit of condition damage from dehydration. We will definitely have plenty of water, so we'll just drink up the water. And we just got carcass out of them too. So we'll come back in the cave, we'll leave the guts because they'll give us away if we're wandering around with it, and we're going to leave the guts as we leave the hides. We could use some more calories, so I'm going to go ahead and cook, start like an hour for the water, and then cook some pancakes. Got two potential batches of pancakes in our future, so we'll make both up one at a time. Character's getting a little bit tired, but should be warmer for the rest of the way up to the dam. Hello. Looks like we've got a person who's joined in the stream. So this is Long Dark. We're on Interloper difficulty. This run's been going on for a little bit of a while. I think this will be part 10 on YouTube. At this point, I think the original part is probably not on Twitch anymore, because it's been past 7 days since I recorded the first part. Oh, actually, it might still be up there, because I think this might be the 7th day, so it's probably coming down today. It's still up. And yeah, Interloper, just calmly moving through, taking my time. The YouTube name is the same as the Twitch name, plus an 100 at the end, so it's WillCole100. Actually had WillCole100 on YouTube before I had it on Twitch, but it wasn't available on Twitch, which is why Twitch is slightly different. It's got a slightly different number. Maybe I should put a link. To be fair, other than the occasional person that catches the stream, most people are actually watching it on YouTube to start with, I think. Let's boil the rest, get this water the rest of the way processed, and we can head out.
I need to drop something.
Anyway, we're not that overweight. But yeah, that's probably something I should add to the Twitch, is I should probably add a link to where it's available on YouTube. And actually, it probably would make sense in the video bio to put the playlist, because I think I've made a playlist with all of them. But yeah, some of the other parts should already be visible. I've been trying to put one out a day, coming up at about 6 p.m. every day. So I think technically this will be either next Friday's or next Saturday's one on YouTube. Yeah, so we've already sort of successfully gone up to the gold mine. We found most of the sort of mission critical equipment. So now we're just taking the trip out to start making the crafted stuff. So we got scrap metal, dagger and scrap metal hatchet to make. So there's a couple tricks you can do with the switch packs in this zone to avoid the wolves down near the dam, because usually the wolves are down near the dam. So if you go up one of the earlier switch packs, you can usually sort of really get over into one of the later ones, which is what I'm doing right now, for those that are interested in what's going on. And by doing that, I can avoid the wolves down there. Which kind of makes having this torch a bit redundant. I'm only carrying this fire lit because I already lit it. And I have the torches to sort of torch struggle for a bit. And by doing this, I'll be able to save a little bit of my lantern fuel going through the dam. So that just makes sense for me to do, from my perspective. There's likely over by those storage crates over there a deer. There's frequently a deer corpse over there. Could harvest it when I go over there, because I need to go over there to get into the dam proper. But I'm not sure if I'm going to take the time to harvest it. Might leave it there later for collecting feathers. Because we're so close in game turns to the point where we can start making carcasses. Some scrap metal. We're going to need a decent amount of scrap metal soon. I need to get up to... If I want to make a hatchet, a knife, and like 3 arrows, I need like 8 scrap metal. Okay, across the sort of precarious portion of the dam. Open the broken vents in here. And this is the deer carcass, yes. So I can, in the future, I can come here to harvest the deer or harvest the feathers that spawn. Say harvest the feathers, but I'm not seeing any feathers. Usually carcasses like this will spawn crow feathers from the crows flying overhead. With this scrap metal. Anything in that backpack? No. We do have a cooking pot here. Do I want to take that with us? I will take that with us. I can spend too long in here and searching every nook and cranny. We can always do that later. couple of these locked lockers. See if there's anything in them. Probably unlikely to find anything that's super useful, but we might find something like a candy bar or something like that that would give us a little bit of calories. Anything over here? Nope. Sometimes you can find the hammer over there. So yeah, this run's going decently well for being 14 days in. I believe this is the 14th day. We're going to move to make our tools. We should have everything we need to make a bow once we have those tools. Though I might have to double check my notes where I left the stuff I need to make the bow. Because I know I gather them, I don't just... Again, it's been 14 in-game days, so I've kind of forgotten where I put the maple and the birch bark I harvested. Though I got lucky and got those harvested pretty early, so they should be cured by now. I just gotta go get them. Once I have the metal parts ready. That's the way back out. The way we back the way out into the canyon area. So we don't need to go back that way. This is the way into the upper dam. Door said lower dam. Maybe I got lower and upper confused. Oh, upper dam. Don't know why the door. Don't know where the door said lower dam. Last time in here, I searched the upper area. Didn't find anything, so I'm not going to search it again. I haven't searched the office though, so there could be stuff in the office. But again, I'm not gonna try searching it right now. You don't have anything, and we searched you on the other way. Okay, so we made it to the dam. It's the middle of the day, so it's pretty safe during the middle of the day. It can sometimes be a little bit dangerous if you're doing it at night, as you can run into having the aurora come up when you're going over the wires. Do I push through? I think I might push through to the farmstead. Or not the farmstead, the camp office. And sleep there. Wow, we pulled that aggro real quick. That way it'll be a little closer to the dark hours, so we sleep mostly through the dark instead of sleeping through the remainder of the light hours. We're also, which is something I just noticed, we're actually technically right now warm. That's even more reason to slow walk to where we're going. We do have that no wolf annoyingly on our tail. What do we want to do about that wolf? Let's shred or get the wolf off our butt. That was anticlimactic. Okay, so we're warm with the torch. So one way to the camp office that you could have done is you could have followed the railroad tracks down. I'm gonna go along the ravine, or not the ravine, the ridge line up here. The ridgeline's probably a little bit safer, because the wolves generally don't come up there unless you smell. But you're a little bit more likely to get a sprain going along the ridgeline. I do have crampons on, so that shouldn't be an issue. Which is also reminding me that I think I haven't dropped the second pair of crampons. Have I dropped the second pair of crampons? Yeah, still got the second pair of crampons on me, so I should drop those off, because that's an extra half a kilogram of weight carrying that I don't need to be carrying. I just need to remember where I leave it, in case something terrible happens and I need a second pair of crampons. Memory serves, I should still have some meat at the camp office, because when we were down here the first time, we were lucky and managed to scare a wolf off of a freshly killed deer. We got a bunch of meat that way. And I think I stashed the rest of the meat that I didn't eat in the camp office, or near the camp office. It might be just outside the camp office. So as you can see the wolf down there. If we'd followed the railroad track, we'd have been scaring wolves off every,
place to rest.
like, quarter of the distance that we're going. And unlike being up here, there's a small chance up here we'll find some birch bark. And if we were going to take a long rest anyway, which is what we're going to do, the sprain we just got is going to be fairly benign. Probably could have gone the entire way without getting a sprain if I was lighter. I'm a little overcarrying capacity due to the fatigue on the character. Ooh, 2 pieces of birch bark. So that is 1 full birch bark tea. Probably should switch torches, because right now I am a little chilly without the torch going. And I have plenty of torches to carry the torch around to maintain the warmth. And yeah, that's a trick that I'm not sure everyone knows, is that I think torches provide like 1, maybe 2 degrees of warmth just carrying them around. Carrying them around lit. Usually not enough to make the difference, but for the game run, specifically at this hour, with this amount of equipment, it's apparently the make or break little bit that it's doing. Yeah, and we should now, as we cross the hill here, we should see the camp office. There's the camp office. And the wind... it sounds like the wind has just decided to pick up, which probably means as we make the cross over this area here to the camp office, the wind will take the torch, take the fire on the torch. Once we have our bow and arrow, we can hunt those ptarmigans. which would be nice. That would allow us to improve the bedroll. And you can see with this wind blowing up, I am now actually cold again. Making the clip. Did I leave the meat outside? No. Let's see if it's inside. There is my... Oh, because I left it inside, it went bad real quickly. Okay, so we're not going to be eating that, because that's ruined, and that will almost certainly give us food poisoning. I don't need the calories that bad. Drink a cup of herbal tea. Eat up as much of the food as we have, and take a quick rest. I think this is where I'm going to stop the YouTube video and start the next YouTube video. So I'm going to basically do, after we start this long rest, where it saves, I'm going to call the end of the YouTube video. And then I'm going to effectively start up the recording for the next YouTube video. We're going to make the trip out to the Forlorn Muskeg Forge. Probably will be a bit cold at the beginning of the trip, so it'll be a good thing if I am actually full healed, which I am, that's good. Partially rehydrate. So, see you next time, YouTube. Should be 6 p.m. The following day when I get the next video up.